Loot.bet, made for live betting.
And welcome back, everybody, to our second map, last best of 3 series of the day. It is going to be Vexed ad hoc, and it is going to be Train, the map pick of ad hoc this time around. The German squad certainly favored, if nothing else. Mirage ending 16-12. Not exactly the best ending for ad hoc, at least not at how it looked at one point in time in the map itself. But it is going to be Vex Gaming that, you know, will show their prowess in the end, even without their main IGL. And this time, going on to Train, which is arguably one of the bigger surprises to be let in the map pool, alongside the fact that, well, Vexed have 0 maps played on Train. Officially.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? The fact that these guys don't have anything known to us coming into this. I don't even think they know themselves at the moment what's going to go down. I've heard they've been practicing the map. But
that's good news.
Yeah,
usually.
with Adam out, maybe the practice is out the window. But yeah, we shouldn't write them off is what I'm thinking of here, especially considering that because they've never played it, we can't think of them badly or goodly, right? We're just blind at this point.
That's the thing, right? We don't know what to expect. And,
exactly.
Well, the pistol will give us at least a chance of some sort of expectation of one or the other. In any case, it's an A plate. Ad hoc already going to be rushing through a bit of an A split through pop and through main. And so far, they've lost 1. No response yet. Spot the player boosted in connector. Now they know there's 2 there. They just have to find 3 more, and they'll have themselves a pretty little afterplant ready. So Alexer in Crossroads. And that... Oh, I was just about to say, that engagement is very important. Alexer will be taken out. Vexed. A 5v2 a 5v3 retake. Well, make it 2.
Beautiful shot by Cray, Echoes, and Link. Well, there we go. Wrap things up. A 5-man kept alive pistol round. There we have it. Going to be giving Vexed a beautiful start here. Can tell that they are ready and warmed up for this, especially considering as well that Train... It was a rough map for them against Advocating. They lost it 22-20. So, got a lot of rounds, just weren't able to make any sort of ending to it, unfortunately. Train looking like a better map for ad hoc, of course. They've come into this series and picked it. I assume they've picked it under the premise that Vex never played it as well, but losing obviously to Advocatic, winning against youngsters, but then losing against Izako Boars in the way that they did with that 16-2. They're going to need a big bounce back, and against a side that has never played this map, so you don't know what you're going to expect. They're going to have to be very, very careful. Mezzy starts things off well. Should be how the rest of the round goes realistically, although nice kill by David K. Back into a 4-on-4, but bomb is left. So they're not going to be able to guarantee a plant. Mezzy finds 1. Alex, a good trade. Domo as well, the same. But there we go. Does get wrapped up. Last man of Psyche not going to survive. 2-0. Fire round at about hook to come.
You know what I'm thinking right now, right? Ad hoc, the last time we saw them playing Train was against Izako Boars.
Izako Boars, yeah.
Yep. And they lost 13-2 on the first half. with both pistols going to Izako. You know, they lost the game 16-2, so there's that, but I'm, you know, a little bit perplexed that they also, you know, chose Train as the second map. There was definitely a different choice to be had if they wanted to. But I'm eager to see what they've prepared for us, right? You said that, you know, Vexed, you've heard that they've practiced, and I'm happy to hear that. Obviously, that's good news. It gives them hope. It gives them chance. On the other side, Ad Hoc, have they practiced enough? Have they prepared enough? Well, Link will certainly make sure that Patrick doesn't have any sort of impact on this one gun round right here, right now, and it's a great start for Vex. They bring themselves up to around, well, 2-man difference, almost double. David K down to 12.
Some great damage inflicted. Alex on this AWP has made no movement as of yet. Eccles, however, he'll be in this close corner, waiting for the man himself to approach. 3 players coming in from Ivy. Not too sure whether Vexed will be aware of this, although the rest of the map being quiet, surely something in the back of the mind. But at the moment, 38 seconds. Time is of the essence. Echo's still playing so safe right now. Does get taken down because of it, though. But he has to be careful. Covering Electric. Link takes down one more. Link swings from Sandwich. Beautiful second. That's all he needs to do now. Has the defensive dom in his stride as well with a 3-on-2 damage.
You could see his anxiety there, because he knows the AVP can take him down immediately, so he wants to evade it as best he can. But unfortunately for Alexar, he has no time to go anywhere else, so he has to go for the plant, and the round will be saved and salvaged by Messi and Cray. 3-0, and Ad Hoc off to a horrible start.
Especially on their map pick as well here. We shall see.
Exactly.
3-0, looking like 4. Should be a 5th for the rebuy, but there we go. Ad Hoc. 4 players without Kevlar. Deagles across the board. Cray already putting himself in a great position, looking to sort of play like Navrot did, where he just sits in top of heaven, stays safe as soon as that bomb is to be planted. Peek out, get the plant denied. This is the one situation. David K, however,
David
that's
K.
a good first shot.
Cray needs
Taking
to stay
down
alive.
the initial frag. Cray finds one, waits for the timing. Gnarly trades back again, though. David K goes down. Back into a 3-on-3. Link to return it back. Syken playing close, though. This could now be where things get a little difficult. Syken. Is this... Okay, I was going to say, is this where it happens?
Yeah, I wanted to say, surely it doesn't, right? Vex Gaming can't allow this to transpire or to go down like this. Link will be caught by Alex Sarp. There's enough time to defuse in the
Just
smoke.
get on the bomb right now. Oh, get on the bomb. Go.
He wants to put him in... Okay, now Eccles is in trouble. The smoke is about to dissipate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, Eccles not sure what he was thinking there, but the round will be won. Ad Hoc win on top of a eco.
That's a weird round. Again, those pistols just so weird. Adding a lot of random aspects to this game, and Vexed, well, they are now down to an eco themselves. They know they can buy into the next, of course, so not going to be fully investing. But either way, looking like very, very nice opening for Ad Hoc. They should be able to make a 3-2. CT side. Yeah, this is not the best start for Vex. They would have been wanting a 4-0 rather than a 3-1, but
absolutely.
At least the CT side not fully out of it just yet. T side will get one on the board. But Vex back to a buy in the next one.
Here comes the B play, the B commitment. And with a stack towards A, obviously, it will be only Mali taken down. The AK should be looking for the save, or should be looked to be saved. You have to transfer it to the next. The money for Vex not exactly glorious in that manner. With this eco, and even with keeping $2,000 in the bank, they're going to have barely enough to buy utility alongside their own rifles. So, of course, with the AK to be transferred, It gives them a bit of extra kick at the end as Ad Hoc secure their second, and with 4 surviving members, they secure a pretty nasty bank rise as well. It will give them a bit of a fallback route in case things go horribly wrong. Mezzi will fall in the end, not much to be lost. But yeah, now they can rebuy. The reason why they can rebuy is because the AK was saved. And I am wondering if they... Yeah, they go for the rebuy, of course. Or the buy, not, excuse me, the rebuy. The buy. FAMAS on Eccles, which is a bit underwhelming. But they have 2 kits, which I'm happy to see. The op on Mezzi obviously coming out. Cray with the UMP. The AK on Link is saved. And Dom with an M4. Pretty classic stuff. Normal. Acceptable. Or what we usually see out of the CTs. Whilst for Ad Hoc, I guess one could say, well, they have themselves ready for any sort of execute they wish. They have the utility and the time for it. Although 4 players are towards brown holes, I'm not exactly sure what they want to achieve with this. Unless they're going to be hitting B within the next 15 seconds. This 4-man stack in brown holes is actually going to do more bad than good. Decent nade though. Elixir's going to be losing a little bit. And here comes the execution. Sooner than 15 seconds even. There's nobody else besides Eccles behind. Side. But he gets 2! How does he drop 2 players with a FAMAS and the bomb as well being dropped down? Luckily Elixir is able to refrag as Eccles for some reason stays in the same position while he's trying to hold the angle. But a 3-on-3 retake by Vexed. And can they succeed in pulling it together? As Elixir, they're looking for the first peak. Oh, look at the flank again from Mali this time. That's the round gone. 3-3.
Yeah. They're not even aware of it.
Nope.
First one found. Link does trade it back, but time is of the essence. Something that, yeah, Vex, they aren't even going to try to do this.
There's no point.
Save their weapons. Yeah. 3-3. Ad Hoc tying things up nicely already onto this T side. So here we go. Vexed, what do they try and do here? Do they go for a rebuy? Mezzi can drop a FAMAS, Link can drop a rifle. It's not advisable, but it's definitely there. But we shall see. Yeah, looking like they're just going to take a standard eco, so fair enough. Pistols and Kevlar to be purchased. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah,
Ad
they don't
Hoc
want to... Yeah.
Exactly, yeah, they don't want to spend the bank, so...
Exactly, yeah.
They know they can have a buy into the next round. They don't want to sacrifice things too early. The last thing they need on a map they're foreign to is giving away free rounds. So, David Kate, nice first entry. That should be how the rest of the round goes. I'd assume they try and just save the AK as well from Link into the next, at least carry a rifle over. Cray's going to try and retrieve the AWP. He's not going to get it though. At David K he's aware someone's coming for this, and well, as they do approach, he does actually find a kill.
Cray.
Okay, nice one. Retrieves the AWP.
Well, this actually opens a venue of attack for Vexed, or at least a venue of hope for Vexed. If Link is able to connect with his AK, yep, there it is. Syken slow walks down ramp, or excuse me, down ladder. He gets shut down. Link finds 2. Patrick refrags, still a 3-on-2. Mali's coming in through Ivy. He certainly has been heard before. And with Cray on the op, things can take a wild turn very quickly. Eccles in hell, or in pull if you want to call it that, and he gets a free frag. Patrick left to deal with this mess on his own terms. In a 1-on-3, with 40 seconds... Oh, Eccles will die. Did Cray miss his shot, by the way? Yeah, he must have missed his shot. That's why Eccles dies. Okay, back to a 1-on-2. Clutch round. Patrick, he's aware of the old Ivy position, but Dom is the one to take it away in the end still, and... that was an eco victory for Vexed.
Another one, yeah.
Another one.
Add it to the tally.
Yeah, let's just keep marking. How do you say when you make 4 and then cross the line? Is there a specific saying for that? You know what I mean? Like when you make 4 lines and then cross it.
Oh yeah, when you
count on the wall every time in movies and TV series. You know how they count with 4 lines and then a crossover, so it's 5 basically. I don't know how it's said. But, well, a notch in the belt, we can call it. Patrick, Mali, they find 2. Ad Hoc, the first loss, although not maybe the last. Mezzy, another one. Eccles. Oh, I thought that was actually... Never mind. Cray will be caught.
Check camera.
Yeah.
Oh, he does. This now gets a
Interesting.
little harder for Vex. Sorry, for Adhoc. Eccles. He knows the last man as well. Forces him out with them. Okay, that's a waste of a molly, but...
No. Where's the call?
Okay, yeah, thankfully Eccles is there to wrap things up. Just smokes them all out there.
Yeah. What I'd love to see from Vex, though, A-side control. If they want to play hard A control, they need pop. They need pop control desperately. So,
Yeah.
I hope somebody takes up the mantle and, you know, just go for that pop control. The one thing we usually see from most CT sides is they have somebody in pop, they have somebody in crossroads or otherwise close to 6th train or on 6th train watching mid. And they kind of trying to crossfire as much as they can with that. And again, we see Vex. They're going to be... No, actually, it's Dom pushing close. No, never mind. He's going back out. It's going to be an A split. Mazzy finds the first. Jesus. And it's still going to be a bit of an A play from Adhoc. They are committed, and they'll be going through and through. Dom and Mezzy with 2, but it's still Syken and David that return. Alexar left, though. MP5. I love it. I love this weapon. Might not be too good for long-range engagements. Still pretty decent. Eccles spotted on the boost, though. And Syken might get the refrag, but it's not enough. Mezzy saves the day. Again, hat trick for this guy. And he seems like a proper oppa so far.
Yeah, he seems to be the one that's actually picking up the role. Something that I will try and clarify, obviously, with Fraser going out is who is actually now picking up this AWP. So it looks like Mezzy. Yeah, he's performing very well so far. Hire him if you're here, Vex manager. Please let me know. I'll happily take some role info off you because it helps us out.
Yeah, it's hard to come by information like that for these teams. Like exactly.
Still with an eco round out of Adhoc, looking like it should be fairly simple. Eccles taking a lot of damage, but does have support in backlines of CT as well. Marley dropped down to 3. Link takes down. Yeah, simple round. There we go. 7-3. Vexed, to say that they've never got a game on train, looking really good so far.
This is better than expected. You said they practiced a little. My friend, this looks like they practiced pretty hard. I mean, they don't have their IGL, yet they still are able to dominate Adhoc. And yes, Adhoc had played very horribly against Isaac O'Boris with that 13-2 result, but it doesn't make up for the fact that they still chose the map. And they're the ones that wanted to play Train, and even looking at officials, it is Train that they played the most of, compared to Vexed at least. But yeah, it is going to be the gun round, the op on Alexar, and he's been so quiet this series as a whole. He really hasn't been impactful at all. He is currently on 6 kills, but I mean, this has been a tough match for him from the get-go.
I don't remember those 6 kills. That's the thing, right?
Yeah, exactly. They weren't with the op.
You want to recall them, right?
Yep.
Yeah, at the moment, overall just starting quiet for Adhoc here. T-side not being as fruitful to them. Patrick sees a shadow. Dom going to get exploited in that sort of position. Yeah,
again,
should not be walking in dry there.
This is what we saw between Unique and Isaac. Of course, no pop flash to peak main. Such a mistake, a crucial one.
First man dead. 5 seconds.
A execution.
Forced out a sandwich. And as they put a lot of presence on toward B here for Vexed. As soon as that bomb's down, do they really want to retake this? Link looking to try and fire home. Thought he maybe caught the man in the back, but enough of this time. Patrick takes down one more crate, and Mezzy going to go for that save. They can afford somewhat of a repurchase into the next round, but Adhoc, that was a pretty vital one to win. Now gives themselves a better chance here in this round, or in this first half at least, to make sure the scoreline is not fully out of their hands. So, 5 alive is always good as well.
Indeed it is. As I said, the bank for Adhoc is crucial. They need to gather as much money as they can, so they're able to back onto, or at least fall back onto the result, or fall back onto the money if push comes to shove. A rebuy for Vex Gaming is imminent. Mezzi, this time, without a hat trick, obviously denied any chances of a victory. And Vex Gaming, full utility, a lot of money invested, and a vital round for them. If they wish to keep the lead, if they wish to even progress it further, this is the round to win. Mali, the peak is his, the timing coming out from him. And he's going to be able to secure the first entry. Albeit a little bit cheeky one, but it is an entry nonetheless. And Vexed, well, that's a pretty poor start to begin the round with. A round that is vitally important for your own economy.
Yeah, Vex lose this one. They're essentially giving the T side a chance of getting either very close or leveling the score. Very
Nice
good first frag, but yeah. David Kane gonna take it back. And yeah, Vex, they're gonna go for the save. Fair enough. This is actually a really smart move. They know the B bomb site is lost, so just going to pull away entirely. And that's smart. 3 rifles saved over is a good thing. So I don't blame them at this point. So this will be 7-5. Thankfully, Vexed looking like they will reinvest into the next round, but failing to take this one. We could even see Ad Hoc take away the first half. Vex not there yet.
Yeah, that's true. If that were to happen, then things might take a wild turn. Although, Vex with saving 3 rifles here, they should be good to rebuy. The loss bonus is starting to rise as well. Mezzi's going to have enough of his own money to rebuy for himself, so only Cray needs a drop, which Eccles should be able to provide. Yep, there it is. That should be a proper rebuy. Vexed, not really going to be hindered much by economy in this case. They are saved by the grace of God in terms of economy, or the grace of simple in that case. Mezzi, the op back in his hands, the M4 dropped, and we have a game on our hands. 7-5 Ad Hoc battling left, right, and center. Looking to defeat Vexed as best they can, as fast they can. Obviously, their map pick not starting as good as they imagined it to. And they seem to have the right idea. They're going to be rushing B. And this time, Cray, he's on number 3 train. He's isolated. And he has to take a different fight. Unfortunately, the angle is not favoring him. It's going to be back to... Again. Yeah, safe. Yeah. Surely it is, right? B retake is not going to happen.
There we go. Carrying 4 rifles over. Looking to, again, not waste them. I'm glad they're not wasting them. But they can't keep saving. They need to adjust their setups here. If B bomb site is being exploited by Ad Hoc like it is at the moment, something has to be changed out of Vexed. They have 2 rounds left in this first half. If they can make it somewhat of a better scenario for themselves, if they can put the first half to bed at least, take victory in that one. We know that Vexed overall are more of a T-sided team. Patrick looking to hunt though. Flash is good. He'll lose a rifle in the process, but they do deny some in there as well. David K did take down Dom, however, so that is a big loss to endure. Now 3 players not surviving means a very minimal buy. It might just be an eco at this point now. So 7-7 seeming like an operative scoreline for Ad Hoc.
Certainly
and they are putting themselves right back on the board.
Absolutely. Certainly a workable scoreline with which they can finally take the lead in their hands. Mezzi on the op, AK on Eccles, Dom the MP9. Not exactly a comfortable position to be in. And Ad Hoc, I think this is unavoidable that they go to 7. At least the way they've been performing for the last few rounds, how well they've been able to shut down the defense of Vexed and isolate those kills. Almost certainly they don't allow a round like this to go differently than their way. Oh, this is an A split. Ad Hoc. They're getting ready for the Ivy push through Pop and Main. I just pray they don't forget about the bomb, but like Unique. I just really hope that's not going to happen. Actually,
yeah.
But like, was it Isaac or was it Unique? At this point, I'm not sure, but I think it was... No, it was Isaac or Boris. It was Isaac or Boris, yeah. I just remembered.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Well. Slow and steady gets you a long way.
Seeming so, yeah. They're taking this Snail's pace right now, but that is why. The slower they take this, the more mistakes they're going to force out of Vexed. Pushing up like that is never really going to work out, not when you've got no sight knowledge of them right now. Eccles will find one in return. Has to be a big step up from him, though. Craig can stay safe. Eccles, that's perfect. Even better. Quad out of him. It seems like round is done. Alexa, all they needed there. 8-6. Vexed, they at least win the first half.
Indeed, they do. They grab themselves a bit of an advantage, a surprising one. I never thought that they would win with pistols, would you? They would be able to win with Link and Cray being or having no Kevlar. I mean, this is another notch on the belt, boys. It's as if we are already selling these. I don't even know how I feel about this, but okay. Ad hoc, 8-6. Can they make it at least 8-7 and close out the half with dignity, or will they have to take? Will they have to take the big L and be forced to take a 3-round difference? Well, Alexar, that's a great opener. It takes down Mezzi. And it gives ample opportunity for the rest of Ad hoc to start fighting their way back into this round, and specifically into this first half.
8-7 at the end of the half would be perfect for Ad hoc.
Yeah. Given how he started, yeah.
But so far looking even better for Vexed. 8 is good. Just on a map that they've never played. Link going to be forced back by the Molotov, but still safe for now. Not going to spread. Eccles doing the rounds. Link good trade out. Now B-bomb site not going to be messed with. Over towards A. Eccles good shot. Back down to a 3-on-2. Bomb is to be planted though. This is now where it gets a little hard for Vexed. Flank of Ivy to be taken care of as well. Something that Dom is now aware of, I believe. I think he might have just very narrowly spotted Marley, and yeah, he definitely has. Forces him out of the fix. Fine. Kill as well.
Oh, he sees the second. No way, Alexar, he needs to stay alive.
Oh,
and he misses the shot.
Well.
No, Alexar and Eccles.
What a shot to finish
Lord.
that.
Well,
Vexed take 9. What a really good half from them.
That is... I am surprised as to how cleanly Vexed make this retake look, even though it never should have been happening in the first place the way it goes, but it does, and it is going to be 9-6. And Ad hoc, they'll have to pinch themselves for that one. That was entirely on their own of their own mistake, basically. It was their own mistakes that cost them to lose the round. I don't know what else to say besides that. Simply put, that should have been an easy 8-7.
That's the weird thing, right? Should have been Ad hoc taking that round, but, well, there we go. CT side of Vexed able to make 9 on the board. Second half to come, of course, as we kickstart this second map of Train after a short commercial break. Brought to you by Loot.bet.
Loot.bet. Made for live betting.
Here we go. 9-6 for Vexed. A result I would never imagine going or being possible, given that Vexed have yet to play an official besides this one on Train. And, well, it is the second pistol. Ad hoc on their CT side. Stronger than ever, and this is the side that we were concerned about from the get-go when we were still on Mirage. I think we can both agree this is where actually having an IGL, or at least your current one, your regular old one, would help immensely.
That's the thing, right? This is where Vexed have a lot riding on this second half right now. The fact that it's sort of unknown territory for them Coming into this T side, they have to be on their best game. Oh, a little bit of
Console.
console there.
I pray no GoTVs have been stolen.
Yeah, hopefully not. Yeah, it shouldn't have been visible at that stage, I hope. But yeah, either way, Vex taking their sweet time. Ivy to be taken. Patrick, beautiful position. Not that it matters. Dom. He'll land the first off the back of the great flashbang. Syken returns for one. Dom battling, but Marley's there to assist. Oh, and the trade's out so quickly. Echoes down into a 1-on-2, but realistically, seeming like round might be done here.
Without the bomb, but yeah.
And
Should
both
be.
CTs locked over it.
Yeah. Heaven. Spotted. Eccles, the newest addition to the team. The replacement for Phaser seems a pretty damn good one. Or Fraser. And I have to say that he certainly has proved this worth already, especially in Mirage. He had been an absolute beast performing on it. Alexar, though, takes him out 9-7. Ad Hoc win the pistol, and they secure themselves a chance to tie the score back up 9-9. Of course, Vexed will have the buy round to prevent them from doing that. Although right now it's an eco and unavoidable 8 coming through. Oh, I love this. I love this so much. No M4s, but besides the single AUG by Syken. It's such a smart choice. It really insinuates how understandable Ad Hoc are of their own position. They do not wish to give any free AKs, and they know they've learned at least that from Mirage. And even from the pistol rounds they lost here.
That's the thing, right? You don't want to be investing into 2, 3, 4 rifles in a round like this. Not when things can go south. Thankfully, for this one, they definitely don't. Syken there to end things off. Simple 9-8. Gun round out of Vexed. This is where we start to see what they're made of on this T side now. This is where we see what the strategies they've developed, if any, start to come to light. And we shall see. Only a single round away from tying things up here for the side of Ad Hoc now. We know that Train didn't go well for them the last time that they played it. Have a single win out of 3. But here we go. Bonus round out of the CT side. You like to see it. Keeping quite a few SMGs in the mix as well. The Scout onto Alexa. Ensures a lot of money going into the next round. Just the weapons overall are a little weaker, but they can definitely work with them, put themselves in good positions to make use of these SMGs, and that's what they're doing. Getting close in onto these trains is always going to be a nuisance kind of play. Have Syken holding down as well on a longer angle, playing in toward Heaven, so not too bad so far. Link does spot him out with the Creed. Dom takes a huge chunk of damage, though. Down to 27 already. Does catch out Alexa, though. Scout to be removed. Can stop softening up those targets now for destroy. And well, Ad Hoc, man down with just over 50 seconds left on the clock here. Vex, they should start committing to a site fairly soon, but Patrick, he could be the ultimate sort of denial phase in this one right now. Sat toward main. Will they expect this?
That's the thing. He definitely can. And if he's able to catch at least one frag, get away safely, he's done his duty. Or at least his job well enough. Here comes the pop flash. It's being countered at anti-flash held by Patrick. Doesn't hold on for long. David K. A double for him, and that's enough. A 2v2 that from this point Ad Hoc should win. Although, wait a second, Link shutting down Syken, Mally. Both players are solo. 1 bullet for each, and they're gone. And he's gonna sneak on through. He's not gonna be spotted. Yep, 9 seconds. That's the round gone. That's 9-9. Should be 9-9. Hello, Mally.
Looks like he's got a plant.
Oh. Whoa.
Okay.
Link, you monster. Ad Hoc, they needed that round. That was a vital one for them. Luckily, they'll be able to rebuy the op back on LXR. And we do have the M4s on David K and Patrick, but ouch, that hurts. Even Mally picking up an M4, but that is going to be a big blow, and no utility in terms of kits. That is a problem again. Whew. Balls on Link, though, I have to say. 20 HP, he peeks out an MP9. That could have been...
Yeah. The rapid fire of that weapon.
Yeah.
Something you never really should do, but... Yeah, Link feeling his game right now. First kill as well, going into the hands of Vexed. Starting at least well on this T side so far. Better than I actually expected. To say that Vexed have no sort of experience officially, we have literally nothing to go on, which I think from a viewer's perspective makes it sound like they're not gonna have a chance. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, because we have nothing to go on. Like we're saying, oh, they're going in blind, they're going in with like no straps.
I mean, they
like,
are basically.
That's just exactly that. That's just what we see. We don't obviously know what goes on the server, so we're just speculating. But
yeah,
from what I heard, they've at least for like 4 weeks been looking at this map. So there's got to be something there. Whether it's just defaults, just standard approaches, there's at least something. So
yeah, there's some hope.
Exactly, yeah. And B-bomb site execution to come. Great first. Should be a second. Oh, no.
Okay.
So many players get caught out in that sort of awful position behind spools. Eccles takes down one as well, all down to Patrick. And oh boy, Vex, they put 11 on the board, but Ad Hoc, no money left.
That's the biggest problem, isn't it? They are unable to rebuy the next. It will translate into a bloody second half, because their next gun round will be vital to stave Vexed off of map point, potentially. Or even 14, that would be far enough for Vexed in my mind. And, you know, one thing that we didn't consider, I guess, is the fact that even though there are no officials for Vexed, as you said, they can practice. And if Ad Hoc have never seen them practice, if Ad Hoc have never played against them in the past, or otherwise have seen them in officials, they don't have anything to look up. No VODs, no past matches on train. So not exactly sure what to expect from from Vex, right, in this kind of case.
Yeah.
And that's the element of surprise that does give an upper hand to Vex. The full eco, a nice boost we see. This is actually the first time we've seen a full eco boost in upper B.
Yeah.
It gives them a free SG, but that's all that it gives them, and it should be 12-8 before long.
This next gun round is very important for Ad Hoc. This is where things start to get a little dangerous if they can't close out the next gun round, but we shall see. He does get tagged down to 23. Will want to save his weapon. Time is of the essence, so has to get out fairly quickly. He doesn't want to die to the bomb blast, but I think he's safe. And there we go. A couple of kills wrapped up as well. Marley does actually find one onto Cray. Fair enough. Gonna survive, though. 12-8. Gun round out of Ad Hoc. A buy to come. No AWP by the looks of things, though. That is a big blunder. Not being able to afford that AWP onto Alexa. He's been quiet at best. So without his AWP, now down to a scout, whilst he can get headshots, whilst he can tag with 70, he's not going to feel as comfortable here.
He indeed is not. And well, Ad Hoc, the biggest problem I see for them is the fact that losing this most likely translates into Vex taking map point, if nothing else coming close to it. And this is the round I was talking about previous, right? And even the importance of the round itself is insinuated by the fact that Alexar, he buys a scout instead of anything else, because he knows how vital the round is. He needs to tag as many as he can, deal as much damage as he can, but Mali lost early on. Oof, Ad Hoc in trouble. If they lose B control without having a single frag to make up for, they are in a troublesome spot themselves. David K. Oh boy.
There's Alex chiming in with his scout, but oh my god. Okay, simple as you like. Vexed, they're on a tear right now. They are not slowing down for hell nor leather here, and the fact that now Ad Hoc down to an eco, a little bit of a semi-bite. This is looking like surely 14, the map point. Not particularly escaping Vexed all too much here. Alexa does get given an AWP by Syken. It feels like more of a waste at this point.
It does,
shall
doesn't
see,
it?
though.
Yeah.
Just expending that sort of money for no apparent gain. We could see the AWP pop off, but I would have maybe even loved to see double AWP in the next round rather than just buying one now and then not having one later. Ad Hoc seem wayward bound here and sort of reverting back to how they were playing against the Zacho 4s, just very out of character for them. Alexa does find one, but is his last man alive in a 1-on-3. Take down one more. Ooh, knows where Dom is as well, but yeah, gets caught out with the timing, unfortunately. 14-8, Vexed. Now a single round away from guaranteeing series point, playoff point coming up for them, and a single buy round away from doing so. Double AWP is out, thankfully, thanks to the loss bonus. Ad Hoc, you have one chance. Take it.
This is it. As you said, one chance. And they will not have a better opportunity than this. They have to double up. Alexa and Mali both wielding it. I love it. You know, why not? You have yet to try it, or you have yet to have tried it up to this point, and it's a good call. It might just give them the kick they need. Mezzi finds the first, unfortunately, and that's going to be Patrick lost, and that's probably the worst loss you can endure in that position. You lose one of the rifles instead of the ops, meaning that the next few fights are going to be vital. If they lose one more rifle, then any sort of retake is going to be nigh impossible, meaning that unless Ad Hoc have the defense ready for the hold, they might already lose a round, or might lose the round just because they can't retake the site anyway. Vex, though, this is an A execution. I like it. We'll see where they throw the smokes. Do they go for the standard site, crossroad, or are they really... No, no smokes thrown. Okay, I thought they were having smokes set up. Never mind then. I was a little bit too excited, perhaps, even. For a second there, I really thought they might have...
Expected a bit too much there.
Yeah, expected a bit too much, maybe. But it is going to be Alexa that misses his opportunity. Ad Hoc. Ooh, Alexa, lucky to be alive. We've seen one too many kills from that kind of angle. Eccles, though. Again, Eccles. He's done his duty valiantly. He pulled the defense off of B, and now look at this link. He enters unopposed, unchallenged, unthreatened. And it's all eyes on Ad Hoc. The flank from Syken has to work. David K, one more. Is it enough? No. Mezzi will shut it, and now Syken. He's been spotted, he's been heard. But it's a 2-on-1. The plant is going to go down unopposed. And Link, there's the frag, there's the kill. And I think we both know what this means, Kieran. 7 rounds in a row to go to overtime or lose this series, be eliminated from the tournament, and go home empty-handed.
Pressure is off. We've seen some teams play much better once their opponents reach 15, but Vexed, we definitely underestimated them for this second map. Coming into train with no official games, but seriously showing us what they've got to offer right now. We shall see. Alexa, out in hand. It's taken down by the USP.
You gotta be joking me. Come on.
That's what I'm saying. The pressure's off now for Ad Hoc. They're just like, you know what?
Let's have some fun.
Let's cruise around the map a little bit. Peeks into main with an open hand and still comes out with 2 kills with that USP. Looking like 15-9 at this point, unless they dramatically turn something around at the moment here for Vexed. Need a couple of quick kills to guarantee it, but at least they have plenty of money on Mezzi, Link, and Dom to rebuy. But they can't allow Ad Hoc any sort of room to wiggle, even at a 7-round deficit like this.
I don't think there's... I don't know. I mean, there's 0 room for wiggle, obviously. And if they can play like this every round, then yeah. But the question is, can they really play like that every round, though? You know? And obviously the answer is no, because Ad Hoc. This is the one lucky break they get, that Alexa pushes with an USP into main like that. Going in unopposed, unchallenged, and unpunished. Vexed. They've succeeded where many others have deemed them hopeless, or at least impossible for them to succeed. with this victory in their grasp, basically, already 1 foot across the door, I think they proved to everybody that they might not be as bad as they believe them to be, especially when faced off with a challenge like such. Train, the first official match of theirs, and they're looking to take it. Even if it is against Ad Hoc, it is a commendable victory for them. We're about to find out how it turns. Link, blinded out, needs to pull away. Alexar denied the peek into Ivy. Patrick, the entry in pop though. It's Cray to fall, and that's an AK to Patrick's hands. And all of a sudden, Ad Hoc, I think 10th might not escape them anymore.
Yeah, this is looking, again, a little shaky. Vex can't fall into the trap now. They can't fall into the palms of Ad Hoc because this is where this side starts to grow. Link, good flashbang. Marley taken down, though. Flash did not affect him whatsoever there. Good trade out. Patrick, though, close on this corner. Beautiful shot, Link. Not able to survive. Down to a 4-on-3. Vexed on this 55-second mark. Not really making too much of a movement. But we shall see. Alex are on that AWP. 45 seconds. They have to move at some point.
They have
Alex
to.
has this angle locked down, surely. Yeah, they are not crossing this without any grenades. They have a lot to work with. There's a flash. Forces Alex back better. Dom takes down one. Even better. Unfortunately, again, Patrick just strikes from pop. Dog. Bomb is down. That's round lost.
Round should be gone. 24 seconds. Not really a lot of time left for them to salvage that. Would be fair to say that the round is lost, as you said, yeah. Alexar, I'm not sure what he's still... Why is he still here? Why are you still lingering next to the wall instead of going the hell away from there? Eccles will punish that, obviously, but...
Oh, this is a lot of damage as well.
It is indeed. Ad Hoc losing 4 players. Quite a savage move out of Vex that they are able to punish them like that. And obviously, I'll blame Alexar here in this case. He could have been a little bit more careful, a little bit more prepared. He doesn't need to drop an op like that. Or lose the op, at least.
Yeah. Thankfully, he does get one back, but it costs him an arm and a leg to do so.
Yep.
All the money gone now this side. So even if they win another round, they kind of have to do it with keeping at least 3 players alive.
Or they're going to have a worse buy. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah, they're going to come out of this worse. Thankfully, all the money of Vexed is now gone, so that's the one way back in for Ad Hoc, but at the moment, tactical pause by the looks of things. Not too sure which side it would be for at this point. Maybe Vexed to get them back realigned. Surely Vexed have got to try the B bomb site as well in this round, just for the fact that they've been towards A once or twice with no avail.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Exhausting the minimal defaults they've got. Ad Hoc would be wise to the setup. Maybe again looking to break through heaven potentially like they did in the previous B bomb site take. Get all their mercenaries out. Get all their men down into that B site.
Yeah.
But right now A is not working. Neither is the Ivy split. So something has to change.
Something has to change, that's for certain. The one thing I think Vex can work upon is their early entry progression. If they're able to secure the first kill, you know, slow down a little bit. No need to chase more than the one frag you got early on. If water is not rushing down your throat, if you're not drowning in it, you don't need to rush for the second, third, or fourth kill. You don't need to finish the round immediately. Because we see every time they get an entry Vex, that is, right? They try to immediately be aggressive on the other sides of the map as well, as if they want to make up for that kill with more, trying to use the chaos in the ranks of Ad Hoc, which certainly can work. It is possible that it can give you a round victory, but it's something that you should not rely or put every single effort into it, because that's something that comes naturally. You can't force that on top of an entry you can just win the round. A single entry is not enough. A single entry is just a point from which you can start to build your actual victory. And any victories you get that are taken easy with a single entry are usually because the CTs deem it to be so, or at least make it easier for you. But yeah, 15-10, a full buy. Mezzi has the AWP. And again, Vexed. What are gonna be they gonna be pulling off? Jesus, my mind is also getting a little bit worn out today.
They're looking like Vexed. Ooh, that's a good chunk of damage.
Yeah.
Already able to guarantee Patrick and Alexa. Down to just above half for each of them. Not too bad as an early infliction, but... So, 1:05 left. A lot of time in this round for Vex, but... They have to definitely be aware that losing this round essentially gives them... Or gives Ad Hoc the chance at 13-12 potentially, something along those lines. Which, if you're Vexed in this sort of position, it's coming down to the wire. You don't want to let them any further back in at the moment. Overtime still looking like a possibility. 30 seconds on the clock here. Making their way toward the B bomb site. At least that is something. Down toward the B site they go. Eccles takes down Alexa. That's toward Ivy. He's going to try and wrap through CT, but look at David K right now, looking to play the after flash position, take the first. They have to kind of commit through the smoke.
David blinded himself out.
Trade out, but Marley blinds them up, and Syken's there to shut them down. It's all on Dom, and they won't survive. 15-11 eco round for Vexed, and well, Ad Hoc, they are not done yet.
They're not done yet. That is very true. It will be 15-11. And that was closer than imagined. If Patrick does not fall back as far as he did, getting blinded by his own smoke, perhaps he can get away with a frag or two. Or excuse me, David, not Patrick. And certainly could have gotten more frags, but luckily Mali was there to protect the flank. In any case, this time Mali and Ivy. And Ad Hoc, they have to deal with pistols and deagles. Shouldn't be a problem. This is 12 rounds to Ad Hoc, almost certainly. 3 rounds remaining for the tie coming up.
Oh boy.
Should be no problem, right? I mean, there's no doubt in my mind Ad Hoc cannot let go of this round. Dom finds one. Oh, no way, no way. Come on. Oh, we all know how this usually starts when the first kill goes to the pistols.
Yeah. One thing we do know, train and overtime do go hand in hand. David K.
That's true.
Alexa taking it down. Beautiful shots from Marley.
Holding the line.
Making sure that they're indestructible. This has got to be shaking Vex, even on an eco round. The fact that they're nowhere near victory yet. The fact that they're still, even with a 15th round, they're making me nervous. Like, I have no bias towards teams. Yeah. I'm nervous right now.
Yep. If Vex are not nervous, then they have nerves of steel. Then they are truly Terminators, not having any emotion. Because any normal team would be shaking in their boots. No matter how good they might be, you always have that, you know, that feeling in the back of your mind. Oh, shit, you know, what if this doesn't go well? What if we aren't able to close it?
Lose this next buy round?
Yeah, exactly. What if we lose the buy round? Then it's 14-15. Then it's the last round. What if it's overtime? You know, we don't have the energy. We don't have maybe the time, whatever. The point is, it certainly isn't comfortable. And right now, it is going to be an A play coming out of Vexed. It's Eccles that's already in Olaf. He's going to smoke himself off to not burn alive, not be a human kebab. Maybe that's for the better. Mali in with Patrick. Oh, good nade. Very good nade. Eccles dropping pretty low. And I think Eccles dies, or at least should be dying. Yep, there's Patrick. Hits Hyken with the second. This is going to be a holder and a half. Link finds two. They line up. Link the third. No, the lineup. Mali and David. They can save. They're the only two players that can save Ad Hoc here. And they have to save them. Surely they can close this one with a victory, right? Low HP Link.
Mali.
Oh, he doesn't see him.
Smoke.
Mali still finds the frag, and it's Mali.
I think he saved it, surely.
A 1-on-1.
Oh! What a wait. That came close. Jesus.
That came too close for comfort. Ad Hoc will fall. 16-12.
both maps, right?
Both maps. Like yesterday, like today, Heretics versus Advocatic. Also 1612. Both maps. Wow. Is this the new meme, 1612? Hope not.
Yeah, 16-8. Now we go 16-12. Oh, boy.
Wow. Congratulations, Vexed. Well played. Hats down to you guys. You just won a map I never thought you'd be able to win in the first place. That is one stellar way to close out a series and progress into the playoffs. As for Ad Hoc, that is the end for the Loot.bet Season 3 of CS League. They're eliminated empty-handed. And that also concludes the group stages. That will be all. That's the group the group stage is done. And our next our next series tomorrow will already be part of the playoffs.